Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer, and today we are talking about our full moon cleanse in February. It is February the 1st, and we are cleansing that negative energy that has been sent to attack us. We are cleansing this negative energy with no remorse. We're not going to have any remorse for these narcissists who has been attacking us most of our lives. We're not going to have any remorse with exposing these narcissists who have been attacking us in our family, our finances, our health, our business dealings, our jobs, our relationships. Whatever they have been trying to attack in your life, we are not going to feel any remorse because that negative energy is going to be returned to sender. So this is a snow full moon cleanse for our February 1st full moon cleanse. And so it is has been said that justice is best delivered cold. We want to make sure that they get their just dealings, their just desserts back to them, and we serve it up cold the way that they have done us in the past, and not being a person to go back and forth. We do not have to go back and forth, but justice is best served cold. That we separate ourselves when we are seeing these people get the negative energy, that it has come full circle in your life. The pattern is going to be closed with you. That circle is going to be closed with you. That they are receiving their negative energy, and you have to separate yourself from these individuals so that you're not in proximity to that type of negative energy going backfired on them, being returned to sender, that they've sent out, those frequencies that they've sent out to you. So we have an understanding that we are moving in balance, that we have balanced our lives, that we have fed our good wolf, and we try not to feed our bad wolf. We make sure that our bad wolf is contained and is balanced with the Holy Bible, with the Holy Quran, with the verses from the Holy Quran, that we're congregating with those people who are in alignment with God, with what God wants, with the fear of God, with the worship of God, so that we can get what we need to have, so that we can be cleansed, so that we can have the cleansing spiritual healing that is directly from the holy books. How to fast, how to pray. And we are working on that right now, and we are going into February with the mindset in order to fast, to separate ourselves from these negative entities, to cut these cords with this full moon cleanse, to expose those women and men who are in alignment with the entity, who would readily sacrifice the chosen one, their families, their children, in order for proximity to the colonizers, to the entity. So we want to make sure that we're cleansing with, we're going to use a root cleanse for a root bath. And root removes negative energy from you. It removes attacks upon your body. It gives you clarity. And it returns those negative entities, to the persons who have hired them. It cleanses the mind. It cleanses you from those psychic attacks, from anyone who has been trying to lay tricks for you, anyone who has been trying to send the evil eye for you, or use black magic, black matter into your food, or anything of that nature. You want to make sure that you're taking a bath with the root. And we're going to use the sweet gum as the incense. We're going to use the sweet gum incense to cleanse our space of any kind of negative attacks, frequencies. We're cutting those frequencies. We're cutting those cords that they have attached to the chosen ones, that they have attached to your finances, that they have attached in your stomach, that they have attached to your heart, that they have attached to the back of you while they were, trying to send those negative frequencies while you were not looking, or while you were not able to understand what they were doing. So we are cleansing these types of negative entities that have been hired, that have been sent, even among our own people. And we were doing that at the last full moon cleanse. And a lot of our people across the diaspora were exposed for the negative entities, for their dislike, for their behavior and conduct towards their own people, especially among our men who want to see their own women, in peril, in submission, in submission to them, and they have nothing to offer. And many of these people, many of these men who are sending this negative energy as a warlock, and we are making sure that we are cutting those cords so that they receive the chastisement that they are supposed to be, because they have already been exposed for who they are and what they want, to exercise over our people in our community. They no longer have the backing of other men. They have been exposed among other men, and we're making sure that we're highlighting those chosen ones who are exposing those abusive and those toxic demonic brothers among us. So, we're cleansing this negative energy for this snow full moon cleanse. And we want to make sure that we're serving up the justice in our homes, the justice in our communities. We're cutting people off. We're cutting those cords. We're moving away from people silently. We're not going to be abused. We are going to defend ourselves. So, whatever you have to do, even if you have to get a lighter, and hairspray, make sure that you're defending yourself from any kind of negative entity that will attack you in your life, because we're cutting that cord where we're not in proximity to those behaviors that they are aligning with the entity, with the enemies. We want to make sure that we're cleansing ourselves. We want to make sure that we are cleansing and clearing our spaces. You can wash your hair, with the Rue bath. You can wash, your vicinity, your rooms. You can mop your floor with the Rue. It will cleanse that negative energy. And, for an even in-depth cleansing, we're using the sweet gum. The sweet gum. And if you do not know what the sweet gum is, it is a tree, and you can reach out to me for the types of fruit that you can use as an incense. We're going to cleanse all negative attacks that have been up on us. We're exposing these people who want to attack us and stay in the shadows. We're not going to be sick. It's going to cleanse that sickness out of your stomach. It's going to cleanse that sickness off of your mind, so that you will have the clarity and the strength that God has given you in order to make sure that you are able to defend yourself from these types of attack here on out. So what we want to do, we want to read Psalms 111, and we want to also read against these negative entities. And I will give you Surah, I will say Surah Qiyamah. I like Qiyamah because that's one of my favorite surahs. And we're praying against those negative energies, and we're asking God to bless us, when we're reading these types of surah. So I want you to read and pray against any kind of negative attack, any kind of negative generational curse that has been sent upon you, any type of negative entity that is attached to families or business dealings, people who are trying to hide in the shadows. So I hope that you have received this message for this full moon cleanse in February. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. You can book your one-on-one life coaching sessions or your video chat sessions. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.